Hi, Brother Ethan Shaw here. I'm a steel guitarist and band leader based out of Central Texas. I also host a radio show on Steel Radio called Raising the Bar. I've tried to make a lot of videos to help people get started on the steel guitar. And one thing that I realized from people's feedback is that a lot of times people don't even know exactly what gear you need to get started, what you have to have and what you don't have to have. So this video is to talk about that. I'm just going to give an overview in this video, but if you want more specifics and learn exactly what to get, subscribe to my channel and you'll get to see these other videos where we go into more detail about each specific part of this. So to start out, obviously the first thing you're going to need is a steel guitar. Now, you can watch my video I already made about what cheap lap steel you should buy. If you're just trying to dabble in this and check it out, that's a great video to watch to help you get started. There's also a video talking about what tuning you should use to start out. I highly recommend you watch that. And there's some videos on things to get you started playing. I would recommend checking out the 12 bar blues instructional video I have for y'all. These are all on my YouTube channel, so subscribe and you'll get to see all these things. So after your steel guitar, you gotta have the stuff to play it. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is you need to actually get a bar. Now there's different types of bars. We're gonna talk about the pros and cons of each in the video that I make about bars. But you're gonna need a steel guitar, a bar. The next thing you're really gonna need is finger picks. And I know there are some people out there that play without finger picks. They're in the minority, and I can tell you in the beginning, it's real easy to blow off finger picks because it's really hard in the very beginning to play with finger picks. But once you get used to them, it's no big deal at all, and it makes it so much easier to play, and you can definitely do things with finger picks that you can't do without them. You also get the classic steel guitar sound, which people made with finger picks. So you're going to need a thumb pick that's plastic, and then 2 metal finger picks. Watch my video about finger picks, and we'll go into more details about that. Now the next part is going to actually be optional if you're playing lap steel, but is definitely part of the sound of the pedal steel. That's a volume pedal. Now, you don't have to start with a volume pedal. If you're trying to save some money, this might be a good place to save some money with. But if you have a volume pedal, it definitely opens up a lot more that you can do. And if you like the sound of Jerry Bird, if you like the sound of the honky tonk guys, definitely a volume pedal is going to help you out. The other thing you need is an amplifier. I'm not going to make a separate video about amplifiers, I don't think, because they don't really make amplifiers that are specifically just for steel guitars. Now there's a few exceptions to that, but in general, most people that play steel guitar, they're using a guitar amplifier. Now, there's definitely, I use mostly tube amplifiers, but you don't have to. Especially if you're starting out, I would suggest just play through, if you have a guitar amp or even a bass amp, play through whatever you have in the beginning. And then as soon as you get to a point where you're really gonna notice the difference, then switch to a better amp. But especially with lap steel, you don't need some big powerful amp unless you're playing in some big band. So really you can use a little cheap tube amp, you can use a Fender Pro Junior, you can use a Blues Junior, or any of the myriad other small amps out there. I don't think it's worth spending a lot of money on an expensive amp when you're first starting out. Later on, that's a different story, but that's my advice for right now. So anyway, I hope this helps you out. If you are more interested in this stuff, if you want to see videos of pedal steel performance and a lot of instructional videos, please subscribe to this channel and like this video so that you can see more of these types of things. I appreciate y'all watching. Brother Ethan Shaw, y'all hang in there and watch those other videos and we'll get you started on steel guitar.